are Ladybug
and Cat Noir.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the best moments in the lovable kerfuffle that is this show. If you're not caught up yet, here's your spoiler warning for Season 5.
Those earrings are mine!
No! Adrian, help!
Number 10. Swapping Miraculouses. It's always a treat getting to see the holders mix things up. The most iconic swap has to be Mr. Bug and Lady Noir, but we've also enjoyed seeing Alia become Scarabella among some other iconic traits. Plag and Marinette, and Tiki and Adrian make for interesting duos, and a breath of fresh air in a series that can sometimes get overly formulaic.
You're Cat Noir, correct?
And that over there is... Ladybug?
There's been a little mix-up with the Miraculous. I'm Tiki, pleased to meet you.
While there's certainly a learning curve the first time in Season 3's Reflect Doll, when we see them step up to the challenge again in Season 5's Passion, they seem a lot more comfortable in the others' roles.
You trust me?
Of course I trust you. Go, I'll handle Safari.
By this time, there's not only a shift in the love square, but they've already had a chance to fight a mile in each other's shoes.
Why don't you try helping me instead of making fun of me?
Apparently Bugaboy doesn't have a sense of humor.
Number 9. Marinette tells Alia she's Ladybug.
You're right, I keep secrets, I lie all the time. I lie to my friends, to my parents, to everyone, and the worst thing is I can't do it any other way.
As with all media that involves superheroes hiding their identities, we always wait with bated breath for the moment someone finds out.
Your... carapace? But... the two of you know? You know each other's secret identity?
For all the time, 3 whole seasons worth, that Marinette stressed the importance of keeping her civilian life separate from her heroine one, we thought this moment would never come. Luckily, Alia has been proving herself a true friend since the very beginning, and when Marinette can no longer do it all on her own, she confides in her best friend.
It'll mess up everything, maybe even destroy it.
Marinette, I'm your very best friend.
And I'm Ladybug.
It's a gentle moment and marks an exciting turning point in the series as Alia becomes a bigger player. Number 8. Luca finds out.
You're not listening, Marinette.
Everyone's allowed to be in love, even when things get complicated and... What did you just call me? How about Cat Noir?
I know too.
So yes, Marinette telling Alia was a big deal, but an even bigger deal was Luca finding out the identities of both Ladybug and Cat Noir. The show has shown us time and time again what happens if they find out each other's identities, as holders of the Ladybug and Black Cat Miraculouses.
No one can know about our secret identities.
Count on me.
This puts all 3 of them in jeopardy the moment Luca finds out, since, realistically, all it would have taken was one bad day, and Luca could have been akumatized, divulging Ladybug and Cat in the process.
Marinette?
It makes for some great tension the following season when Marinette discovers that Luca knows, and he makes the decision to leave Paris in order to keep everyone safe. Number 7. The Aggressed History.
It will allow you to give life to your dream and to control it.
For those of you who were shouting the Sentimonster theory from the roofs long before this episode, you were probably stoked to find out that you were right. While we don't know yet what Season 6 will bring, right now it's been heavily alluded that Adrian, Felix, and Kagami are all Sentimonsters.
Until one day, the curious princess learned that she was expecting. She was pregnant.
The lore of this show is certainly above anything we expected when we first began watching, but we're glad to see the writers have trekked into more mature themes and a slightly darker tone. The Aggressed family history unfolded at a nice pace that kept fans guessing and theorizing, so the whole story culminating in representation was especially gratifying.
The child realized that his life was linked to that ring, and it was only when his father died that he could recover it, and his freedom along with it.
Number 6. The Plane Kiss.
Adrian!
How could you pick just one kiss? We hear you shouting in the comments. Or how could you pick this kiss? We know. Marinette was one of the most popular ships in the fandom, so we all lost our minds when it looked like it was becoming canon.
What about this?
With that said, of all the kisses these two have ever shared, the plain one felt the most real. It wasn't a peck to defeat a villain, or one they'd soon forget, and it came at a time when both of them were sure about their feelings. It also was riding off the high from coming closer than ever to having their identities revealed, as well as a level up in their powers.
Cracking jokes was all I was ever good for.
You were perfect, kitty cat.
Number 5. All the times they ever found out each other's identities.
Blanc, close out! Cataclysm!
Adrian!
Since this is the moment we're all waiting for and the show seems to know it, they've shown us what feels like every possible scenario, and the reasons why it couldn't happen so long as Hawkmoth was active.
Although none of them were the true reveal, it was sweet seeing their reactions every time.
Don't worry about Cat. I mean that. It happens to everyone.
We also got a glimpse of what a true romantic relationship would look like between them, at times when that seemed so far out of reach. And a special shout out to Adrian's reaction here.
No, it's that. I just found out that one of my closest friends is the person I love and admire most in the world.
Cue the swooning. Number 4. Cat Blanc.
I would put that cataclysm away if I were you, Adrian.
How do you...
You know, an episode made an impact when we're all still talking about it several seasons later. Not only is it epic with the whole time travel storyline, but we're also introduced to possibly our favorite villain yet.
Give me your Miraculous so I can make everything go back to the way it was!
This is another episode that shows us a major what-if scenario, this one leading to the destruction of all of Paris. It's our first real look at why Ladybug and Cat Noir can't be together just yet, and the memory of this outcome directly affects how Ladybug treats Cat Noir after that. We get to see Cat Blanc again in representation, where his biggest fear lines up with the bad timeline, and it's utterly heartbreaking. But somehow, we don't think this was his last appearance.
No, I couldn't have done that.
Number 3. Ladybug Loses. After becoming Guardian, which was also a huge moment in the series, Marinette had more than ever on her plate. The season 4 finale gave us so much. Felix's cleverness and the suggestion of bigger motives at play was excellently done.
Fetch.
Plus, there are few moments in the love square that make our hearts squeeze more than watching Adrian comfort a crumbling ladybug, or their tender moment on the rooftop together.
We're gonna get them back one by one, until the very last, and we'll make sure this never happens again.
You and me?
Making her lose was probably the biggest way the creators redeemed a protagonist who many were beginning to grow frustrated with at the time. Cat finally got his apology, and their relationship as a team grew stronger than ever from that point on.
I really made a mess of everything.
Milady.
Number 2. Monarch's Wish and Defeat.
Stop Monarch at all costs. That's what she would have wanted. Transform back. Transform back.
What? Why? Wake up!
If we thought the season 4 finale was intense, we were nowhere near prepared for that of season 5. Marinette wearing the Miraculouses of both the Ladybug and the Black Cat is somehow the most tame part.
Found you! Marinette Dupin Chang?
No! Tiki, Flag, Unify!
Monarch and Ladybug come to know each other's identity, and we get to see Gabriel's deep grief over losing his wife.
I just can't live without her. I love her so much. When she left me, the world shut down around me.
Mind you, this comes only after Ladybug gives him the verbal and physical smackdown of the century. She also gives him the opportunity for redemption, though that's swiftly disregarded. Honestly, it was worth the stress just to see the Kwamis in their true forms.
I am Gimme, the Kwami of reality.
Completely epic. We wish Cat Noir had been part of it all, but we have a feeling this big moment will be saved for Season 6. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Marinette is almost akumatized, only to ruin a heartfelt Mary Cat moment.
Marinette, resist! You have to resist!
Tiki and Plag find out. Knowing who the other holder is creates tension and comes in handy later on.
Spots off.
Claws in.
The holders meet their Kwamis. You can't beat an origin story.
What's this doing here?
Help! It's a giant bug! A mouse! A bug mouse! Everything's okay.
Felix finds Emily. We can't imagine what was going through his mind.
No, no!
Cat Noir cataclysms Monarch. The stress Adrian feels afterwards is heart-wrenching.
Why'd he do that? Is he crazy?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. The umbrella scene.
Hey?
Through all the chaos and twisting turns this show has to offer, this is the scene we keep coming back to. While there are plenty of iconic moments in the series, the image of Adrian handing Marinette his umbrella is a defining one.
I've never been to school before. I've never had friends. It's all sort of new to me.
It's the very start of something new. We see the umbrella pop up a couple of times after that, notably in Season 4 when it's revealed Marinette has kept it all that time.
Wow, you've had it all this time?
We have no doubt the symbol will come up again in the future, especially seeing the way their romance has developed, and we can't wait for the full circle moment. We know we missed tons of great moments, so let us know which ones you want to see included in the next video in the comments below.
Pound it, Mr. Bug.
Aren't you forgetting something, milady?
A kiss goodbye?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.